She marched one by one under the imagined sun, goes through the heat, shuffling their feet. As they slide, 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 they trip into the ride, lost in time, oh, lost in time.
So what's your name?
My name is Matteo Madrid. Most people know me by Matteo Madrid.
But
It's my slave name.
So what's your standpoint on your religion? I know you don't have a set religion or anything like that,
Okay.
but what's your standpoint on it?
Alright, I'll tell you about religion. I don't believe in any form of religion. Because to have a belief structure of religion, it's to say that there are absolutes, to say that there is a set destiny, there is a set... it's kind of like a limitation, like a boundary. It's like, would you rather live in a house that has a room that's like 4x4 and you're in this thing surrounded by walls where you can't get out and there's no doors? Or would you like to have a house that was surrounded by doors? I mean, there's always ways in and ways out, you know, instead of just, you know where your guidelines are, but you can still walk outside of them because you don't live in that structure. You get what I'm saying? You're just visiting.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to religion, I think of it kind of like that, like a house, you know. To have, we'll say, a set belief structure, to say that there are absolutes, that's to say that there are definitive points that you cannot cross. Well, there's no such thing. When you do that, you only limit yourself as a person, and by doing that, you can't really progress. You never grow. You can only grow into where somebody else has already grown and developed a religion, you know. You don't get to be, we'll say, an individual or who you end up being, you know, your own destiny, if you want to call it such.
That's where like the Catholicism and stuff comes in, because you can only be as good as they want you to be.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Where does that play off in your music?
Well, a lot of my writings are just about personal experiences. I use a lot of metaphorical stuff, you know, like when I say like the sheep march one by one, I'm talking about like, you know, society, people that they march to the beat of what they supposed to be their own drum, but it's really just the drum of media, the drum of society, you know, just because, I mean, in essence, we can only know what we've been shown, and they keep a pretty good limit on what they show us, you know. I mean, we can figure it out on our own, but we really have to step outside, like I said, our belief structure. So my music reflects pretty much just my way of thinking, my ideals, trying to share with people out there, you know, the youth, the growing, the still, we'll say, psychologically vulnerable, that there's a lot more out there, so why limit yourself and, you know, fall into the category of, you know, dysfunction? Because you don't need to be unhappy, you don't need to be even exponentially happy, because it's just, perspective is all, say, a state of mind, you know, pretty much. We control our own perspective, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and you control your own destiny.
Exactly. I mean, that's where psychology comes in line, too, with my music as well. Is you look at a lot of stuff. You know, like I can look at this cup right here, and I can have negative feelings attached to it, and I could say, okay, well, this cup, it's not that great. And now, forever when I look at that cup, I'll be full of disdain, and I'm unhappy with the cup. But really, the cup is just a cup. It doesn't really matter what my opinion of it is, you know, because it's going to still be a cup. Now, if I attach good feelings to that and say, well, it's a cup, you know, embrace it for what it is, you know, celebrate it for being the cup that it is, because everything should be celebrated in its own as it is. Kind of, pretty much what I'm getting at is just that the world is, we perceive the way we want to perceive, and if we choose to take everything as a negative light, you know, because it damages our own self-reflection, then that's your own damage, you know. If you're unhappy, it's because you want to be unhappy. It's not because life has dealt you a shit card, because you can look at any situation in any different way, you know. It doesn't matter if people die in your family, because you can grow from it. It doesn't matter if, you know, you're paralyzed, because you can grow from it. You can have a different perspective and an understanding of the world because of your own, you know, we'll say, experience. Yeah.
Hell yes.
Damn right.